All right, how we doing tonight? Oh, that was good. I thought I was gonna have to talk to y'all. That was good. Let's do that again. How y'all doing tonight? Welcome to the
First
annual
Masterminds
NFL Honors. This is a prestigious award. We give out prestigious awards to young, gifted, viral, well-built, chisel, still got your stomach, shoulders, abs, lats. We give you awards because we already know you ain't been given enough stuff in your life. So here comes some more.
Before we get into awards, let's take a look back at the 2021 Masterminds season. The Arizona Cardinals went a perfect 16-0 in the regular season. Kyler Murray led the way at quarterback and stud wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins terrorized defensive backs. This combination led to the Cardinals easily winning the NFC West and being the #1 overall seed in the Masterminds playoffs. The Miami Dolphins finished with the second-best record in the league, finishing 14-2. This was surprising due to Miami's quarterback concerns heading into the season. Former Miami quarterback Tua Tagovailoa was traded to Minnesota this offseason, due to tension between the Miami coaching staff and Tua over his lefty throwing mechanics. Quarterback KJ Costello stepped in as QB for the Dolphins. Although his numbers were not super flashy, he was a decent enough game manager to get the Dolphins 14 wins. Following the Cardinals and the Dolphins in record was a trio of AFC North teams all going 12-4. The Browns, Steelers, and Bengals all had great seasons. The air raid offense seemed to be prominent in the AFC North this year. All three teams' quarterbacks finished in the top 6 for passing yards this season. Browns quarterback Baker Mayfield finished second with 5,011 passing yards, while Steelers quarterback Desmond Ridder finished 5th with 4,683 passing yards, and Bengals quarterback Joe Burrow finished 6th with 4,615 passing yards. Now let's take a quick look at the bottom of the standings. 2 teams participated in the 2021 Masterminds season, and didn't get a single win. Those teams are the Detroit Lions and the New York Jets. After severely underwhelming seasons, both teams will look to drastically improve this off-season through both the draft and free agency. Just missing out on being a part of that group, the Washington football team finished 1-15 on the season. Washington's roster did not look like that of a 1-15 team. Unfortunately, they play in the NFC East. It was difficult for the football team to come away with wins as the NFC East was extremely competitive this year. The Cowboys, Giants, and Eagles all finished with an 11-5 record. The 2021 Mastermind playoffs were a wild one. The heavy favorite going into the playoffs were the undefeated Arizona Cardinals. Let's start in the AFC wildcard round. All 4 teams from the AFC North made the playoffs. In the first game, the 7th-seeded Baltimore Ravens demolished the 2nd-seeded Cincinnati Bengals. Final score 40-19. In AFC wildcard game 2, the 6th-seeded Pittsburgh Steelers narrowly defeated the 3rd-seeded Oakland Raiders. Final score 38-31. In Game 3 of the AFC wildcard round, the 5th-seeded Cleveland Browns handily defeated the 4th-seed Houston Texans. Final score 31-14. Now to the NFC for the wildcard. In the NFC, 3 NFC East teams made the playoffs. The first NFC wildcard game saw the 2nd-seed Carolina Panthers shut out and demolish the 7th-seed Atlanta Falcons, causing many to question if they should have even been there. Final score 51-0. In our second NFC wildcard game, division rivals the 3rd-seeded Dallas Cowboys and the 6th-seeded New York Giants faced off. These teams finished with an identical record and split the season series. Many experts believed this would be the best game of the wild card, and they were not wrong. The New York Giants won the game in overtime after a pass that should have been picked from Daniel Jones landed in Evan Ingram's hands for a 60-yard touchdown. Final score 47-41. In the last NFC wildcard game, the 4th-seeded Minnesota Vikings were shut out by the Philadelphia Eagles. Final score 37-0. Now to the divisional round. We are heading back to the AFC where the 1-seed Miami Dolphins take on the Baltimore Ravens. The Miami Dolphins come out and show why they were deserving of the number 1 seed in the AFC final score 49-6. Now to the second of 2 AFC divisional round games. We have a classic AFC North matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Steelers take care of business holding the Browns' offense in check. Final score 34-10. Now to the NFC. It's finally time for the 1-seeded and undefeated Arizona Cardinals to play again. They take on the New York Giants. Unfortunately for the Cardinals, the week off must have killed their momentum as the Giants come into town and win a close one. Final score 31-28. In our other divisional game, it's a matchup of 2 teams who both did not give up a single point in their previous playoff games. Both teams allowed points this game though. The Panthers just gave up a little too many. Final score 35-7. Conference championship games are now set. In the AFC we have the 1st-seed Dolphins taking on the 6th-seed Steelers. Then in the NFC we have a matchup between division rivals 5th-seed Eagles and 6th-seed Giants. In our AFC championship game, the Steelers asserted their dominance early and never let up on the gas. Final score 48-14. In the NFC championship game it was a close one throughout, with the Giants coming out on top by a slim margin. Final score 28-27. We finally have our Mastermind Bowl matchup. Before we get into the game, I would like for us to congratulate both the Pittsburgh Steelers and New York Giants for making it to the Mastermind Bowl. Okay, now down to business. The Giants came out the gate fast, taking a 14-7 lead at the end of the first quarter. The Steelers' offense would come alive in the second quarter, putting up 17 points. But New York still managed to put 10 points on the board. Score 24-24 at halftime. In the third, the Giants put a touchdown on the board while the Steelers only put up a field goal. Score 31-27 Giants at the end of the third quarter. During the fourth quarter, the Pittsburgh defense came alive, forcing 2 turnovers which the Steelers' offense were able to capitalize on with 2 touchdown scores. The Steelers' defense completely shut down Saquon Barkley and the Giants' offense in the fourth quarter, leading to a 41-31 Pittsburgh Steelers Mastermind Bowl victory. Some stats from the game. Desmond Ridder threw for 347 yards and 4 touchdowns. His 4 interceptions were not as impactful as the Giants failed to capitalize on them. For the Giants, Daniel Jones threw for 182 yards, 2 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. In terms of rushing, Saquon Barkley led all rushers with 96 yards and 1 touchdown on 19 carries. Receiving-wise, Juju Smith-Schuster had a monster game with 6 catches for 194 yards and 2 touchdowns. Once again, congratulations to the Steelers on winning 2021 Mastermind Bowl.
Their record 7 championship and counting. Decade in and decade out, this storied franchise has consistently been a force, always near or at the top of the standings, posting the best record of any team in the NFL. Super Bowl 9, 10, 13, 14, 40, 43, and now 45. An amazing accomplishment, and now this new cast of players join some of football's greatest legends as world champions. Year in and year out, give their passionate support. So many superstar players never made it to this pinnacle. For others, it defined their careers. But this win has created a bond between these players that can never be broken, and it will take them to places they could never go before.
Bitch. Corvette, hop in a motherfucking jet like that. Them in that like that. They were like, Pop, why you all like that? Why you tall like that? Why you all like that? I'm up for Eddie, I'm up.
Now it is time for the 2021 Masterminds Honors. All men selected for these awards are more than deserving. Let's start with the young guys, the rookies. Now presenting to you the 2021 Mastermind Offensive Rookies of the Year. AFC. Journey Brown, running back, Buffalo Bills.
Fall in love, I'm pouring up.
NFC. Justin Fields, quarterback, Carolina Panthers. Now the 2021 Mastermind Defensive Rookies of the Year. AFC. Patrick Surtain II, cornerback, Jacksonville Jaguars. NFC. Paris Ford, safety, Dallas Cowboys. Please give a round of applause to our Rookie Award winners. Now for the 2021 Mastermind Defensive Players of the Year. AFC. J.R. Brown, linebacker, Tennessee Titans. NFC. Javin White, linebacker, Seattle Seahawks. Please congratulate the two best defensive players this past season. Now on to the offensive side of the ball. The 2021 Mastermind Offensive Players of the Year. AFC. Lamar Jackson, quarterback, Baltimore Ravens. NFC. Saquon Barkley, running back, New York Giants. Please congratulate the two best offensive players in the game. The next award to be presented goes to the best coach during the 2021 Masterminds season. Damian Lambertis, head coach of Arizona Cardinals. Please congratulate Coach Lambertis. Now to the award of the night. The MVP award.
Here are the contenders for Most Valuable Player.
Now I would like to introduce y'all to the man, the myth, the legend, MVP, Lamar Jackson.
This is a guy who people were suggesting could not play quarterback.
He's made everyone a believer. Grab some popcorn. This is going to be fun to watch.
He is must-see TV. Hey. Yes. 6.
Get ready for the wildlife.
Lamar Jackson, red hot.
Their quarterback, maybe the best running back in the league.
You got to put extra tape on your ankles. 4th and 2. Takes a snap, runs to the right. He's got a seam. Touchdown, Jackson. I'm different, bro.
The best season any quarterback has ever had.
There's none like him in the world.
You inspire me, Coach, and you see your MVP right here. Now, you might be asking yourselves, well, where are the other contenders? Here's the thing. For only the second time in history, there was just one person that this year everyone voted for. It was the same person. It's pretty incredible. In fact, it's LaMarvelous. So congratulations to this year's Most Valuable Player, Lamar Jackson.
Appreciate that. I want to thank God, first and foremost, before I even say anything, because He's the reason I'm here now. There's been a lot of doubt going on, me being a running back, receiver, stuff like that. That came when I got to the league, and, I had a great group of guys, great organization with me, the Ravens, Mr. Steve, Mr. Ozzie, Mr. Cass, Coach Harbaugh, Mr. Eric. Those guys all believed in me, and my mother. The bread and butter. I didn't want to talk about that, the doubters and stuff like that. I wanted to talk about the ones who believed in me because, they was there from the start. And I want to thank all the coaches who ever coached me, on this long journey. I want to thank my brother, my sisters, and my teammates, they're my brothers too as well. In the NFL, guys, because it's a unit at the end of the day. It's a business, but we family off the field. Thank you, guys.
And that will conclude the 2021 Mastermind Honors. Tune in again next year after a great 2022 Mastermind season.